Hey fragrance friends and enthusiasts, do you want a seductive fragrance, a charmer? And did I actually get a Parfums de Marly? I did. It's this Habdan. This is a dream come true. I've been really wanting this fragrance for a long time, and I finally got this sucker in the collection. Habdan from Parfums de Marly. What can I say? We got it on the chopping block today. Let's review this fragrance. Let's talk about it. Let's see what this one's all about. Let's jump into my fragrance review. Before we do that, y'all know what to do down below to show your support, like and all that, and to help this channel grow. Please do that for me. I'm adding value, showing some good information, and being a fragrance lover with you. So let's jump into the fragrance review today. So Habdan, if you don't know, is a little bit more of the exotic, kind of branch of Parfums de Marly. There's actually 3 other fragrances that are actually their Middle Eastern ones. This one is kind of in the middle. This one is, kind of segues. This one's going to be more exotic and more unusual. This actually might be a Parfums de Marly that you've never heard about or seen a review of. Let's talk about it. First off, you get saffron. It's a fancy saffron. I don't get tons of saffron, and that cap, very snug. Yes, people say it's heavy. You can throw it. You could probably break glass. Yeah, you can. The sprayer's nice. I'll waste one spray for you. Just one. It's a very good sprayer. I really love this fragrance. The saffron isn't too overpowering. It's fancy. It adds a real, kind of yellow opulence to the fragrance. It adds it can be leathery. The saffron to me is more of a floral here. It doesn't really become leathery. And I really like how it opens up the fragrance with this really fancy, kind of inviting, kind of quality to the fragrance. In the mid, you really do start to notice this rose. To me, this is supposed to be more of a Middle Eastern fragrance. To me, it's a Bulgarian rose with a slightly spicy element. It doesn't exactly feel like Taif or Damascus rose, but it does get close to, being a complex rose. The fragrance here has a little bit of incense. There is some olibanum, I believe, or some labdanum. It adds some cleanliness with the rose, so there is a clean element, at least in the opening, to the mid of this fragrance. And then you start getting some of the darker elements. This fragrance does say it has some oud. If it does, it has some very modern oud. It's very westernized or very easy to wear and approach. To me, this fragrance is more about this... a little bit of this green apple does come through. You do notice that there is a sour kind of tart fruitiness that pervades throughout this DNA. That's kind of a classic DNA with this fragrance, with the caramel adding a little bit of a semi-gourmand quality. But there is a little bit, again, of that darker woody, almost slight element, but it's not overpowering. It's actually, I would like it even more dense. It's not really dense. But what this fragrance does, not everybody talks about, is that this has ambergris. This has ambroxan, probably. I don't know how much real ambergris is in this fragrance, but it adds this salty, musky element to this fragrance. So you get fancy, wispy saffron. You get these clean, floral rose. So there is a lot of, even though this fragrance can seem dark or sound like it's a denser fragrance, there is caramel, but this has movement. It has wisp. It has this enchanting quality. Not that it's energetic or citrusy, like in your face like that, but this fragrance kind of has a sway or a swagger and has some movement about it. It's quite interesting in how this fragrance is, kind of plays around, and it kind of moves like smoke. But it's not a smoky fragrance, even though it is a black bottle. It's not really dirty. This is actually very easy to approach. I think for most people, if you're only familiar with Acqua di Gios and Sauvages and mass appealing fragrances, this actually might be a little bit daring for you. But if you've experienced lots of flankers, or if you've been deep into the fragrance game or tried quite a few of niche, this will actually be fairly wearable, if not easy to wear. So to me, this is not a daring fragrance at all. It's actually very easy to wear. I would actually like it to be even denser or heavier. But it's a great fragrance nonetheless. This is fancy. It's opulent. It's charismatic in its own way, and I like how the rose comes through. This is one of the few fragrances with rose that I personally enjoy and that I personally really like. Again, there are some of the vanillic touches with this fragrance. I believe a little bit in the background, but there's not a lot of it. It doesn't make it as sweet or as playful as some of the other Parfums de Marlys. Like Leighton has that cardamom, vanilla kind of DNA that's very mass appealing with the beautiful citrus. This one is not going to be maybe for everybody, but it's a winner. And it's absolutely a stunner. If you want something a little bit exotic, but yet easier to wear. Again, much better than something like Oud for Greatness. This is a much better fragrance. I highly recommend you try this one and see what you think about it. Again, a much better fragrance than Oud for Greatness. What's the performance like on this? Parfums de Marly's do a pretty darn good job. You won't be disappointed. This is an 8, 9, 10 hour fragrance, no problem. Is it the strongest projector? I'd say it's slightly above average. It does have a good personality. It is distinct. It gets noticed quite a bit, but it's not a super strong performer. But again, with a fragrance like this, that's a little bit more unique, I probably go a little bit easier on the spray a little bit less, and it does work in your favor that way. If you were to put on 10 or 20 sprays of this, you would choke people out, and people would probably think it's a little bit strange. But if you look the part, dress the part, you're a well-dressed, good-looking guy, wearing a fragrance like this will invite people in, and people will be intrigued. So again, this is a fragrance, in my opinion, that you should not be oversprayed. Not because that it's overtly strong, but because this has a little bit of a charm to it, a seductiveness. It has it's subtle. It takes its time, and it's inviting, and that's what this fragrance does so well. So in my opinion, don't overspray, but of course do whatever you want. Do whatever the heck you want with your fragrances. But this fragrance here, fantastic fragrance, and it works performance-wise absolutely. Sillage is quite strong on this fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that has deceptively good sillage. You might not think it does, but when you walk past people, especially if you put on 10 sprays, oh my goodness, you're gonna have a stream behind you, a river. You're gonna fill up the gorge. It's gonna do something. It's gonna get attention, that's for sure. Anyways, this fragrance, compliment getter wise, has gotten me quite the attention. It's not overtly seductive or playful as some other fragrances I have, but it has this respectable quality about it. So not only does it kind of speak to somebody who is alluring, somebody who is well put together, somebody who is attractive, but it has this respectable a quality about it. Not that it's overtly posh or upscale or fancy, like you have to wear this with a suit, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to wear the black suit with this. Anyways, this fragrance really has this charm about it. It has that tuxedo effect. It has that feeling where it's respectable, it's presentable, but people know that you mean business, but they also know that you can have some fun. So I think it does a very good balance of all things. For younger noses who like lots and lots of playful sweetness, and younger noses who maybe like lots of citrus these days, this fragrance might seem a little bit grown up. But if you're 25, maybe 30 plus, you can easily wear this one. I think ladies can enjoy this fragrance as well and wear it, but it would take a confident lady. Again, everything is unisex, but I do think the gents would like this one a little bit more. If you're a lady out there, I think you should definitely give Carlisle a try. That might work a little bit better for you than this fragrance. But again, do give it a try. See if it works for you. I would love to come across a lady who could pull this fragrance off. That would impress me. That would impress me quite a bit if she had the personality for this fragrance. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed my fragrance review today. I hope that I did this fragrance justice. Habdan is a stallion of a fragrance. Parfums de Marly is a stallion of a brand who keeps running, who keeps succeeding, who keeps doing their own magic. Even though their fragrances are more wearable and more designer, perhaps in style and feeling. So niche heads. So, I've said it a time or two. Don't feel like the house is maybe sometimes as exciting as it could be, or maybe they shouldn't be charging such high prices. They do put out good quality. They are well blended, and they do make some fantastic fragrances. If you can find them on sale, I don't think you'd be disappointed. I don't think people would be disappointed with the Parfums de Marly. And did I mention, or did you know, that they're 4.2 ounce bottles? For the full size, it's not a little bottle, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. Anyways, hope that you enjoyed the fragrance review today. Hope that you enjoyed it. Hope that you had some fun. Hope that you learned something new. If you like this or enjoyed this fragrance review today, y'all know what to do down below. Once again, you know how to help this channel and show a little bit of love back. Again, I share information and put out a lot of value, and I hope that it means something to you. So give a little bit of love back, so to help encourage me, and also to show YouTube that my content is actually worthwhile. So everybody, have a beautiful day. Smell amazing. Smell great. I'll see you in the next video, everybody. I hope to see you soon. I hope that you are going to smell great. I hope that you are going to look and do, have an amazing day. And smell it up great. Let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite wearable, attractive, seductive, playful fragrance is? What you like to wear for dates? What kind of fragrances do you enjoy for, being tantalizing, but yet approachable at the same time? Approachable, but yet seductive at the same time. Let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite fragrance like that? And I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Peace out. I do upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you very soon. Have a good day, and bye.